Huh. Hmm. Huh. Yeah. You guys need some more houses, huh? Pretty much live at work, don't you? Yeah. Don't we all? Hey, how's it going? My name's Dave. Welcome back to episode 17 of my Let's Play series, Dave Plays Minecraft. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. And let's just get right to this. We're going to do a little bit of harvesting some crops to add to these hay bales I've got stacked up here. So just wanted to show you how I normally harvest this particular farm that I built a couple episodes ago. If you didn't get to see that, you should check it out. It's a good starter. It's a simple starter farm. If you need a good simple starter farm that grows really efficiently, check out that episode. But this is what I normally do. I'm going to start with one crop. If you notice, I've got the alternating crops going here for growing efficiency. And we're going to start with carrots because I'm low on carrots. So let's go ahead and do that first. So basically, I'm just going to run down. I'm just holding down the button and running forward, and I am sprinting. So we just run right down the row. Keep your cursor straight. Slide over. It's okay if you miss some. If you notice, sometimes the carrots will fall, and there's one way down there. There's some down there, and that's okay because we're going to run right through here. It still takes 5 minutes for them to despawn anyway. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just harvest this whole side right here, just the carrots, and then we'll go back and we'll replant. And when we replant, we'll actually be moving back through the rows, and you'll pick up all the stragglers. So anyway, I would normally like speed this up or time lapse it, but I'm busy explaining it to you, so I think it's all good, right? So I would do the carrots first. I would replant them because it's easy to see which row they go in. You don't get lost, right? Because sometimes if you just harvest everything and then you're like, okay, I got to alternate between rows and change the carrots out of my hand for seeds and vice versa. So this is how I do it. Now you can do it any way you like, but this is how I do it. I just hold the button down and I run forward. And I'm going to have to eat again here shortly because I'm eating carrots, so my hunger bar goes and depletes itself really fast. So let's just take a moment to take a snack here. Chomp, 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 eat the carrots. Alright, and then we run back through here. And we're just going to... Ran out, so I'm going to switch hands here. Switch items, I mean. Run down through here and plant them. And if you notice, there's some carrots that were straggling behind like that. It just picks it right up. Just run down through here. Now when you run out, I back up. I put my cursor on the last one I did. I hit the pick block button. If you don't know what that is, you should check it out. It's in the control settings menu. The pick block will allow you to put whatever's in your inventory. If you're looking at it, whatever's in your crosshair. So if you put that in your crosshair and you hit the pick block, if it's in your inventory, it'll jump into your hotbar. So we're just going to go ahead and keep on planting, and I'll show you again here in just a moment. As soon as I run out, we're running out right now. Okay, now I'm out, and I've got carrots in my inventory, so I'm going to hit my pick block button while pointing my cursor at that carrot, and boom, now I've got a stack of carrots in my hand again. In case you don't know what a pick block is, if you do, that's great. This is, early Minecraft, so I'm trying to just think of all the little tips and tricks I can think of as I go, as I play, in case there are new people to Minecraft that don't know these things. Anyway, so now pick block, it's a big help when you're building. It's also a big help when you're doing things like this when you're planting. So now that I did that, these are already starting to grow. Then I would go back and I would get the hay. So I'm going to go ahead and, well, the wheat, I mean. We're going to make hay out of it, though. Just run down through here, and I'll go ahead and trade this out right here, get these wheat out of my hotbar and put the seeds so I have them ready. So we're going to go ahead and run down this row, so on and so forth. And I'm going to do probably potatoes on half of this farm when I get done, because I have a lot of wheat right now. And I'm probably going to go ahead and... Then again, I don't know. I may want to harvest this a few more times before I plant half of this as potatoes, but I definitely wanted to grow some potatoes as well. I just haven't decided how much wheat I really need yet. And I still need to get more houses built for my farmers, so that way I can get them situated and we can actually start trading with them on a regular basis. And we're just about done with this row. Alright, so now I take the seeds, I do the same thing I did with the carrots, I just hold the button down and I run. I actually sprint down the rows. And we're just watching the hotbar to see that the seeds are dwindling down there, and I'm picking up the stragglers as we go. We're getting down there, and now we're out, so we hit the pick block, we got another stack in our hand, we just keep going. Eventually you get fast enough at this, you just don't even miss a beat. You just kind of keep an eye on which direction you're going and the amount of items in your hand. So I'm down to 5, 4, 3, 2, pick block, continue. See how fast that was? You do it enough, and it's just second nature. It'll just be planting, and unless you're watching TV on the other screen or you're watching me play on Minecraft, then you might miss it. Whoops. So yeah, that's about all you got to do with this one. It's one of the reasons I really like doing it in rows, other than the fact that it grows faster if you do it in alternating rows. I do like the fact that, and sometimes you can just look over to the next row and grab the seeds too. But I do like the fact that they grow fast because they're in alternating rows, but I also like that I can just run right down the row really quickly and harvest it and then run back down it and plant it. We'll come back over here to the chest. And now we're going to go ahead and just pop these right on in there where they go. And I've already arranged some items in here for organization. We've got some room for seeds. Now, you're going to get a lot of seeds. You can just store them somewhere else, or you can come back and just take them over to the composters and compost them up for a bone meal. But for now, I'm just going to chuck them in this chest. I'll deal with them later. You can see I've got some potatoes in here from another farm. But yeah, we do have quite a few, and I now have almost a stack here. Let's go ahead and drop some in there so I have a full stack. But I have some carrots now, and the farm's going to regrow. You can see it's already growing. I mean, you can literally just see all the plants popping up out there. It's pretty awesome. Now as far as the wheat goes, we'll turn it into hay bales, and I'm going to have to find a place to stack this. I like to stack them up. I think it looks great. We might end up actually moving this fence wall further out that way so we have more room. But I'd probably do that in a live stream. Speaking of live streams, you can check me out on Twitch. All my links are in the description of this video, description of this channel, over at darkwingdave.com. You find my Twitch channel, darkwingdave over on Twitch. And then you can, let's see, I know I have a... Oh, no, I think it's over there. I'm going to go back to the farm. I have a hoe in the box over there I forgot to grab, I believe. Let's just get right to this. Today, we're going to work on building some more houses for the villagers. I need to get some more villagers, and they need places to stay. So right now, we had this house already. I added these two in a few episodes ago. I put 2 beds apiece instead of some furniture inside, so that way I could at least house the villagers that we have now. And as it turns out, I think farmers are all living over here, and then the farms are all on that side of the village. So I can't put them in those 2 houses because that's where the nitwits are, and that's where they are going to stay for a little bit because I'm using those to actually breed more villagers. And there's all of our farmers over there working. But anyway, let me build the houses and I'll be right back. Well, I got the house built and I moved their beds over. And these guys are going out to go work. That's right, boys. Go to work. Where'd you go? Why'd that guy go around back? Anyway, yeah, all right. Now we're going to go tour their house. So this is built exactly like the big house that could spawn in a plains biome. One exception, I made yellow beds. I think default Minecraft is red beds, but I decided to go with yellow because this village came with a lot of sunflowers. So it's kind of a convenience thing. I thought, well, you know what, I'll do all the beds in yellow. It kind of matches the theme of the village. And, you know, the yellow dye. You get 2 yellow dye per sunflower, so it just made sense at the moment. So I like them. I rarely use yellow anywhere, actually. I don't have anything in the chest yet. I figured, you know, maybe I'll load it up with like typical stuff you'd find in the chest, put some bread and wheat or something in there. But that house is complete. It's done. It's very basic. I added some torches to it just because, you know, like the roof, we don't want things spawning up there. And put some torches on the back. But it's got a little bit of light. For the most part, there it is. It's, I mean, it's pretty good for something that spawns in the village in the game. But, I mean, it's definitely not the best looking house in Minecraft, you know. I mean, at least according to me, I think that it's pretty plain. And maybe we'll upgrade, spruce them up, you know, the buildings later. But for now, I'm just kind of like, well, I just need to get some more buildings in here that look like they belong. And I plan on building the next one here, just down the road from it. And then possibly another one down here, or I might do something else with this whole area. I just don't know yet. But I do need to collect some more supplies. Just kind of playing it by ear. But let's get to the building. I'm going to take care of knock out the other 2 houses. And then we're going to see what it looks like. I think the hardest part, though, was getting the villagers to relocate. Because they kept trying to link to other beds that I had for, like, the nitwits in there. I had to get rid of their beds and stuff. So this is a good test right here. Sun's going down. Are they going to go in? Yes, finally. So, hey, one at a time, single file. Come on, guys. Single file, single file. Now he's distracted. He's like, oh, if I can't go in. But anyway, so right before I build these, I just wanted to explain the tutorial that I used was showing that you would put a path block right here. And when I did that, they couldn't find their way in. They were just standing at the wall looking at the bed through the window. So this is the first test that I've done at night to see if they would actually go into the house after turning that path block into a regular dirt grass block again. And it worked. So it took me forever to figure out why. Like, I removed the door. I was pushing them through the door to get them to go in to try and get them to link to the bed. They would just give up and go find the bed somewhere else. So I had to break all the beds. So they would only be over here, you know. And it just turns out that they just can't pathfind from the path block. You see how the path block's a little bit lower than the other blocks? Yeah, well, the path block being right here was a little bit lower than the cobble that the door sits on. So they couldn't pathfind from it to the doorway. It's a major flaw for their AI, if you ask me, because they've included these paths in the villages. But if you look, sorry, this is a tangent, but it's worth noting, I think. But if you look at the default structures that came with the village, the path doesn't go to the door on any of these. I mean, and when it does, and they're able to go in these. I had a bed in that one, and they were going in there. But like even this one here, the guy's inside. The path goes not to the door block, but it goes to a stair step. So they're able to pathfind from the path itself to the stair, but not if it leads to the block a door is on. So that's interesting to note. These all work because they have a stair step. Well, there's no path here, but I could put a path, and they'll still be able to get into these houses. Technically. Oh yeah, these guys are locked in their workshops right now. I forgot about that. This farmer, though, he needs a different house. I want the clerics and stuff to live in those buildings down there, and the smiths. But over here will be the farmers, and then whoever else wanders in. But yeah, I also need to sleep. It's dark. I'm surprised I don't have phantoms. And just like that, I've got the other 2 big houses built. And so we have the original 4 farmers I had sleeping in this house, and then my extra farmer, for a total of 5 farmers, is bunked up in this one. I'll show you. I've got 1 bed in here for him. And in the chest, I've put the other 3. So that way, when I am ready to breed more farmers, I can use the nitwits over here at these 2 houses. I can just put the beds down, and then get the breeding, and we'll have some extra farmers. So I think the plan is to fill this one with farmers. This one's already filled. This last house down here, I want to go ahead and probably populate with, I'm thinking maybe librarians. We could put some librarians down here and maybe build a library back here. Somewhere around here I need to build a stable as well to move my horses and donkeys to a proper stable, and then I can put the sheep in the animal pen there. But I've also got some extra space here. We do have a bed in each one of these two houses for the armorer and the toolsmith. I have an extra house down here I can put more villagers in. We also have 3 temples in this village, which was a little unusual, but I'm going to go ahead and put some beds in there. Probably just like, come in here and pop a bed to the side, put their brewing stand back in here. And then that way we have clerics in the temples. And I think I need to get the grindstone back from the mine and put it over here so that way I can have another villager working here as well. And like I said, I'm going to move the sheep probably over here to the animal pen after I get the stable built. We're not going to build the stable in this episode. I'm not doing villager breeding in this episode. But I think we should probably get some of this farmland figured out. Yeah. So I've got the farmers. They're not doing anything. They act like they're doing stuff, but they're not. Unfortunately for them, I let them plant what they had on them because it was mostly beetroots and stuff for some reason. One of the guys was a beetroot farmer for a bit, and he was planting beetroot seeds. So I let them plant what they had on them, and I harvested it real quick, and I trucked it into the composters. So that way they would empty out their inventory, and it's been a good week or so. So I know that their inventories are empty, so we can kind of put whatever we want out here, and they'll harvest that. And that way I can fix the other farms and put them back, because right now they're just grass. But I can put them back and let them farm up what they want. And then we can take down this wall. We won't need the nitwits per se, I don't think, because these guys will just chuck food at them. So we don't need, well, we'll still need the nitwits for breeding, I guess, but we don't need to lock them up. They can run around. The farmers will give them food once we get some food. So what I would like to do, though, if we take a look at the crafting table real quick here, the furniture add-on that I have installed comes with extra nature stuff. So we've got some food here. Bell peppers, cabbage, corn, eggplant, tomato. That's just some of them. I think there's probably stuff in the other ones, like there's a chili pepper. You can make a salad using these items in a bowl, and you can actually eat some of this stuff. Grilled eggplant. So I don't know if the farmers will actually plant and harvest those crops. They are considered food, so they should. But watch out, guys. Are you allergic to bees? Let me look around here. We've got the regular wandering trader here. Just kind of see what he's got. There's no way I'm giving him that stuff. Soul, spruce, what we got? Oh, pointed dripstone. I might need a few more of those. I have some over at the mine that I collected from a cave. I forgot he sells that. That's a good thing to know. But what I have been doing is trading with the villagers some of the crops that we harvested earlier. And when I've done that, I've added the emeralds to this, I don't even want to call this the collection box or the donation box. But yeah. I think that if we give it some time, the furniture trader, we got a wandering trader that does the furniture add-on, he'll show up. He shows up quite often, and then I'll be able to get some of those seeds from him to plant like tomatoes or whatever. And it's just going to be a matter of time, just waiting for that guy to show up so I can get some of those crops. And then we can plant them over here and see if these farmers will harvest them and replant them or not. Because I've already got carrots and wheat and soon to be potatoes back in the garden that I'll be harvesting. And I don't know, I don't really need that stuff out here. It's kind of redundant. So I think maybe decorative, so like tomatoes and cabbage and stuff like that might look good out here. And then also the next test will be if they are going to pick up the food, will they throw it at the other villagers that don't have any? And if so, if I have extra beds down, which I don't right now, but if I do, will the villagers then breed using the food from the furniture add-on? So that's kind of a test of that add-on in a way, and just out of curiosity to see how that works out. But I'm going to stand around here for a little bit, maybe 5 minutes or so, and watch for this furniture trader, and we'll get right back to you and see what we end up buying. And the guy spawned finally after a while, so I grabbed the emeralds, and here we are. Come back here, bud. There we go. Let's see. He has tomato seeds and eggplant seeds. What else do we have? Yellow flower clusters, blazing star, blooming cactus. Now this was added to this add-on before Minecraft got the flowering cactus, so this is kind of redundant now, but it's okay. Lily pads, those are cool. And then some furniture and some other stuff. So let's go ahead and try. Let's grab that one and this one. This guy. Yep, thanks, man. His laugh is funny. Also, while I was waiting, I decided to try and decorate one of the houses just a little bit. So I've got some leaf blocks that we put out in front here for like hedges or bushes or whatever. And I did some oak trapdoors for like maybe a shutter that opens and closes to cover the window. And then I did a door frame. The furniture add-on has door frames that you can make, so that's the oak door frame I put around the door, and then a couple of sunflowers just to make it look nice. I don't know, what do you think? It looks much better, right? And we're just gonna plant one of these. What is this one? Tomato seeds? Yeah, let's plant a tomato and see what these farmers do. Let's sit here and watch this for a moment. All right, guys. There's a tomato there. Right. So they haven't noticed. We're gonna have to wait till it grows, and I'm not sure how many stages it has for growth. So I'm gonna let that grow. I'm gonna finish decorating the front of these other two buildings, and then we'll be right back. Well, it looks like they're not gonna harvest this. I went ahead and planted the eggplant over there, but we also have the tomato fully grown. At least that's the way it appears to me. It was green, it went through several stages, and then it had these red spots on it. All the farmers were standing here looking at it whenever it grew, so they didn't harvest it, they didn't replant it, so that answers that question. Yes, these act like plants from the furniture add-on, but they don't act like plants when it comes to the villagers, right? So I'm going to go ahead and see what happens. I don't know how to harvest this. I'm going to right-click it, nothing happened. I guess I gotta punch it. Ah, there we go. Okay, seeds and a tomato. So I got a tomato from that plant and 2 more seeds, so that's good. So if we go ahead and just plant those, and now we have a tomato. Now I know that we can eat them. I've tried that before. I think I ate corn or something on my other world, but I don't need to look. You can do the eating animation even though I'm full. Like the carrot, I can't. The tomato, yeah, it's gonna let me eat it whether I'm full or not, so that's kind of weird. That's growing now. Yeah, that is odd. I bet it lets me eat. I don't want to eat it and waste it. I bet it lets me eat it though if I'm. Oh yeah, if I just keep holding that button down, it'll eat it. So anyway, we've got the tomato. I'm not sure what to do with it. I don't know if you can make bone meal out of these things. Maybe I should try that, because I know I can eat them. I just don't know if I can add them to a composter. Not that I'd really want to. I don't know if we have any other ideas for tomatoes. Let's see. What happens if we... Oh, we can turn it into we can craft it into a placeable tomato. It's kind of odd. Makes it into a big square tomato. Oh, well, that's kind of cute. That's neat. All right, so we can pick that up. You could probably craft it back into a tomato. Yep. It looks like besides that, we could probably put it in the salad, but if I remember right. But I think I'll try to compost it. We'll see what happens. We're growing more of them anyway. Nope, can't compost it. Does not compost. Little odd. So again, I'm not really sure why they added food to a furniture add-on. Seemed a little odd to me, but it doesn't even work quite right. Not like regular food in Minecraft. But anyway, I went ahead and finished the houses, so they're decorated now. I've got them looking like the other one. So I did the door frame and the window shutters and the bushes and some flowers. So I think that looks a little bit better. Let me know what you think. And I think that's going to do it this time. You know, I'm going to take care of all my villager breeding, get my clerics and my other farmers and whatever else we're going to need here. Probably going to do that on a live stream. So if you're still here, if you're still watching the video, you're legendary. Thank you for watching to the end. I really appreciate it. Again, this is probably going to be a live stream where I do the villager breeding. So if you want to watch that and you're not following me on Twitch, if you've got Twitch, find the link in the description below, or all my links are on my website, darkwingdave.com. And you can get over there and watch me live when I go live, or you can wait and check out my second YouTube channel. I have all the link should be in the description as well, or at the website. But the second YouTube channel is for the link. For the stream replay. So after I get done with the stream, then a day or so later, I'll upload that VOD file to the second channel. So anyway, I'm rambling. That's enough. I'm just going to end it here. That's going to be all for today. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you. I'm Darkwing Dave, and I'm out.